As a prospective writer, I would urge you to not only read good books, read terrible books as well, because they can be more inspiring than the good books.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me here today as we get to talk about one of my favorite subjects, comic books. My name is Jose. I love comic books. I love talking about them. I love sharing them with you. Feel free to follow me on social media if you would like. Links are in the description below. I've also posted a link to the Marvel fan site, plot synopsis for the story and character bio. So we are continuing Alan Moore's run on Captain Britain. We should be done with it next week, I believe. And then I think we're gonna jump on to Miracle Man. I think Miracle Man is something more people would enjoy. Um, Although I am enjoying this series, it's not getting a lot of playtime, so I kind of want to give people more something that I think people would enjoy. So, hopefully, Watchmen, or I'm sorry, Miracle Man is something people would enjoy. So, all right. So, I have this series from the very beginning. I do have a playlist with it. So if you'd like to go to the Alan Moore playlist, you can find this story from the very beginning. Um, so, A Twisted World reprise. A prologue. It is England. Not that you'd ever know. And so this guy here says, I think we got a reading, Tony. You're joking. There's nothing up here but rubble. Anyway, this sensor's screwed up. Looks like the look at the needle. She's right off the dial, man. Don't know why Vixen sent us out here. She runs strike. Now she's got access to their files. She knows the strike bombed Braddock Manor years ago. Besides, there's plenty more weirdos in the city to track down. Maybe she's suspicious of old stately homes. Remember that rich old bag we pulled last week, Lady Farnsworth? Turns out she used to be a superwoman back in World War II. Strong reading down here. Oh well, suppose we better go check out. Aye, was it really last week they nicked Farnsworth? I thought it was months ago. Yeah, I know. I keep losing track of time too. World's a funny place these days, ain't it? Ever since that Jasper's bloke got it. Did you hear they started calling him Mad Jim at the Westminster? Makes you think, done it? Well, this is it. Bloody hell. And then we got our credits. Alan Davis pencils and ink this, which is actually quite cool because you don't see him do that very often. And so here we have the Fury. This looks really cool. So, what's that? It's been here for a while now. Oh, this way. Here in these caverns, these massive caverns, where each stalactite, each outcrop of rock is laced with the miraculous circuitry of a machine near organic in complexity. It's been recuperating, mending, learning, absorbing. It's been here for a while now. And so this guy's like, Tony, pass me a neural grenade, would ya? This one looks like a bit I don't know what he's trying to say. I do know you should try talking to it. You never know. Uh, perhaps, perhaps it'll give up, and so it ends up killing them, I believe. And then the Fury exits, and so here we see sirens going off, and it looks like this is Psylocke and somebody here. Captain Britain's like, "Oh, you made it. Good. Did you get any of the medicine? Allison's feverish again. A little penicillin, some tranquilizers. Beth, meaning Psylocke. Oh my gosh, he looks so oldish there. I think he's conveying just anger. Beth used her precog talent to tell us when it was safe to raid a chemist. We heard the sirens though. Elizabeth, are you alright? And she says, "Of course I'm not all right. England's gone insane. There's concentration camps, stormtroopers, curfews. And how long has it been like this? Days or months? How long have we been existing like this? I don't remember anymore. Nothing's all right. Nothing." This is what it was like back on Earth 238 before the reality breakdown. Yes, I know. This is Saturnine. It's this Earth's version of Jim Jaspers. He's going the same way as his parallel world predecessor. Reality starting to bend and warp. Events happen out of sequence. We can't let it happen again. You've got to do something. Saturnine, you said the last time, you've got to do something. You said it about 5 minutes before you scooted off, leaving me and Jacked out to die. Not me, Saturnine. Not this time. Captain Brian, look. This time it's different. The chips are down now. Besides, I no longer have the power to leave. We'd all be standing behind you this time. Oh, really, he says, and here's Captain UK, who is catatonic. And we get a newspaper clip here. It says, Jasper's election landslide. So I absolutely love this. I think Alan Davis should go and start inking himself because it just looks so raw and so powerful. I know now that, or not that I know now, but I know that he probably wanted to focus on the penciling aspect of it, because when you don't have to ink yourself, you can just pencil more, or perhaps pencil a little bit with a finer line. But his work, he is an incredible penciler, just incredible. But I wonder what it would have been like if he would have inked himself. So don't be scared, Angel. And this, I believe, is Vixen. You're with the Vixen, remember? That still means something, my love. Whatever Mad Jimmy thinks. It was me who cleaned up all the superheroes, wasn't it? It's me who controls Strike. I helped him get all of it. But he's gone too far, my love. And so, does he think America and the Soviets are going to stand still while all this goes on? I put too much work into this to see it ruined by some maniac attracting the attention of S.H.I.E.L.D. or the Avengers. I think it's time I took more of a hand in the affairs of the state. You have the razor light, Jennifer? Yes, Dominatrix. Use it. And so, cuts through the door. Oops, sorry. Vixen, do come in, old girl. It's about the assassination attempt, I take it. No, I do... Sorry. Can I do you now, sir? Know what I mean? And so, Vixen's like, my God, what's happened to him? I feel young, alive. I want to dance. Let's twist again, Vixen, like we did last summer. And Vixen's like, Jennifer, I don't know what that is, but kill it quickly. And he points at him, Dominatrix, I don't feel too. And all of a sudden he's like weirding out here and screams and wow. Oh wait, listen, I got a proposition, she says. He's wearing the Mickey Mouse. A proposition, Vixen, aren't you a little too old to be propositioning people? Now, come to Jimmy. No, please. But she feels her bones start to flow and contract, and his hand keeps getting nearer and bigger. Now there. Isn't that better? Oh, a four-legged friend. She'll never let you down. So Vixen, he turned her into a dog. Or a fox. Kind of looks like a fox, but... And if she remembered how, she would very much like to scream. And so, we got the siren again. And so we got the same narration again. It's England. Not that you'd ever know. The sky is stormed. The landscape is raped and raw. The night is curdled with nightmares. I love this uniform of Captain Britain. It's still his country. Next, Mad War. So, That concludes this part, so now we'll go to the next. And so we're in the limbo dimension here, and Roma kneels next to her dad. Merlin, father, we must abandon the game. Stop the game. You are losing too heavily with so much at stake. Your play is erratic. You have moved your white cavalier into the black circle where he must face the reality butcher alone. And in doing so, you have left your remaining pieces open to attack. You're losing, father. And so he looks at his hand that's burned. And it's burned from the fury. Like I said, feel free to check the playlist. No, play on. And she's like, father. And he's like, play on. And yells at her. Very well. And so these were, I love this panel. These were short stories that were included in the reprints of American comics in the UK. And these were little original stories that they put in those reprints. So Tom, I'm not sure, but I think there's someone coming, she says. Elizabeth, get out of here. Take Allison. There's the exit at the top of the cellar stairs. And so he's using his mind powers. Tom, I said get out of here, all of you. I'll keep them busy. So Tom's gonna make a last stand. And so the stormtroopers see him, but they capture them. Elizabeth, Tom, as she feels him die. For God's sakes, help them. You're a superwoman. And she's like, no, leave me alone. And she runs away. And Saturnine follows. You know, people have choices. And you can either let tragedy consume you. Or, you know, you can do something about it. I'm not saying it's easy, but, that's just sort of how life works. So 3 pieces left, father. Your move. And you can see in his scarred hand, burned hand here, he's got Captain Britain. Captain Britain, I created you long years ago now. I shaped the clay that was Brian Braddock. I sculpted a champion against the advent of that dire and terrible day. Today. And so I stretch your sanity to the breaking point to prepare you for a universe reduced to slobbering idiocy. I sent you to a lesser Earth that faced a lesser menace than he whose fortress you now approach. You were defeated and you were killed. And what of this time? I have raised you up again only to see you return to the dust forever. No, you cannot fail. This version of Jasper's is too powerful, too dangerous. His counterpart could at least be halted, even if it meant destroying his entire continuum. This one is not so easily containable. And he cannot be defeated. Then the omniverse shall fall into chaos, and a new and hostile god shall play dice with matter. You face it alone. This is a moment you were created for. So, you can see, I love the coloring. Keep in mind that this is in the 80s, and this was not recolored. Even though it was reprinted, it used the same color palette. So, a no man shall aid you. Get up, says Saturnine. We've got to find that captain and help him. It's our only chance. I can't. Why? I just can't. And Saturnine's angry. Says, coward, and punches her. You let your world die, coward. You let your lover die, coward. And Tom Lennox and finally Captain UK is like, shut up, and hits Saturnine back and realizes that was Saturnine's plan. She's like, that's much better. Now get up and let's get moving. Basically, she snapped her out. So before it's too late, as we continue here. So again, Captain Britain comes in. Can I help you, sir? You appear to be lost. And look at him, just like, what the heck? I wonder how Alan Moore described this. Lost in the funhouse. And we basically conclude. So we did 2 parts. And so we do 2 parts each week. So we are heading down toward the end. So Lost in the Funhouse. So like I said, we are heading toward the end of this. So and then get to Miracle Man. So anyway, if you're one of the few that watch these Captain Britain videos, hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're enjoying these stories, because I have. So like and subscribe, and I do thank you for listening. Goodbye.